Hello and welcome. Today we've got something special for you. So sit down, stick around, and enjoy.
Hello and welcome to a special video right here. I told you guys I would do this for you, and as you can see, the dog's kind of on me, and I'm going to do it for you right now. Oh my god, I'm still in 3D! I'm still spinning around the city, yeah, swing, yeah, love it! So, still a little hyped up here. Take a while to wean down. So this is it, the review for Amazing Spider-Man, the new movie from Columbia Pictures, the reboot of the franchise, which I just got back from seeing. So listen, this review is going to contain spoilers. So for those of you that don't want to watch spoilers, you're going to want to cut this off before the transition over to after I say, sit down, stick around, all that stuff. You don't want to cut off there. So for those of you that don't want to see spoilers, I'm going to tell you what I thought right now. The movie was great. I guess it could be called amazing. It was good. It was a fucking good movie, and I don't care who's going to diss it. There definitely is some reasons you could diss it, which we'll get to in a few seconds here. But I love the movie. It was enjoyable. It was fun to watch. So if you're looking at thinking, I don't know if I want to see this, go out and see it. It was a fun ride. I'm still swinging in 3D right now. Fuck, it'd be good without 3D either, but the 3D is actually really good in this too. So I'm going to give you a lowdown of the things that I liked and didn't like about the movie next, which will contain spoilers. So you can turn this off. For the rest of you, sit down, stick around, and as always, enjoy. Alright, so here we go. Amazing Spider-Man movie review. So the first thing people are going to want to do is compare this to the other movies. And it's a lot of the same because, put it this way, if I was asked to scale it up against the other movies, it's a reboot, you know what I mean? You kind of got to create its own scale now. But if I was to scale it, I would say this. It's not as good as Amazing Spider-Man number 2. To me, that's kind of like the benchmark to superhero movies. And it's not as good as that, unfortunately. Maybe the second Amazing Spider-Man will be, but this one isn't. I still find, though, in my opinion, it was better than the first Amazing and better than the third Amazing. Well, it goes without saying. So if you're going to want to class it with those guys, class it with those three other movies, the other trilogy, I would say it's not as good as 2, but better than the 2 other ones. That's my opinion. In the beginning, I wasn't big on a costume, as you guys all know. I found some liberties were taken. It kind of looked more like the House of M costume than anything else. But you know what? I kind of got over that because we were going back with original web shooters. That was kind of cool, so I got over the whole costume thing. Look past that. The costume still looks great on film, this new suit, so I'm going to get past that. Still looks a lot better than this new Superman costume. So, yeah, so I'm going to say the costume passes now. So the movie itself, the Aunt May, Uncle Ben were awesome. Anytime I see Martin Sheen on screen, automatically I'm like, winning! And I don't care if Charlie uses that, man. All the fucking Sheens are winning. So, yeah, he did a good job. And that was good. I enjoyed that part of it. I enjoyed the parents were in it. Peter Parker's parents, and we don't quite know what happened to them. All we know is they disappeared. And then through the movie, you kind of learn, it's probably an Oscorp thing that happened. And then even at the end, you still don't know what the fuck happened to them. So it leaves it open for more mystery to continue into the other movies, which is always good. Always good. Ralph Fiennes did an awesome job as the Lizard. He was spot on. He did a great Kirk Connors. I cannot complain about that. He was great. Captain Stacy was awesome. Awesome. Dennis Leary did a fucking awesome job. Awesome. So definitely that was great. It's weird because we had like the dog's going nuts here. Oh, we saw a cat. Look at that. It's interrupting my video for a cat. What's interesting is every time he sees a cat, he goes absolutely nuts. We have 3 cats. He sees them all the time. It's like he just discovered a new fucking cat. He's like, holy fuck, look at that, it's pussy, it's new pussy. No, it's not new pussy. You've seen it before. You've seen it before. Ah. All right, where was I? I think I was talking about, Dennis Leary. Awesome job for Dennis Leary. It was very, very cool. He did actually a really bang on job as Captain Stacy. Emma Stone. Oh my god, was she not super hot as Gwen? Oh, I loved it. I love the fact that they brought the Stacys into the story. I find that's really cool. Instead of going the MJ way, I really enjoyed that. What else? There's so many aspects to this movie. Fucking Andrew Garfield was phenomenal as Spider-Man. He's phenomenal. He did a fucking great job. For a guy with a fucking accent that you can even tell, like really bang on job. He was 50 times more believable than Tobey Maguire was. And I'm not like hard on Tobey. Like I'm not like, oh, Tobey did a shitty job as Spider-Man. He was okay as Spider-Man. That's probably because we never got a chance to see how much better it could be. And fucking Andrew Garfield did a good job. It's like the people who say that Jack Nicholson was the only Joker, and then next thing you know, Heath Ledger came in and fucking blew that out of the water. It's kind of the same thing. So, it's kind of like that. Andrew Garfield did a fucking phenomenal job. Spider-Man's personality is great. Shy, reserved, dorky guy. When he puts on a costume, fucking badass wordsmith, fucking shooting webs, fucking freaking out. Quirps, lines and lines, funny lines. He's funny. He acts just like Spider-Man does in the comics, which I really did enjoy. What else? Let me think here. There's an extra scene in the credits for those of you who are going to be watching it. And you know what, to tell you the truth, I watched the scene and I still don't exactly know what the fuck's going on. Because I'm like, okay, is this other person that he's seeing, is that like himself? Like, is that like the lizard seeing himself, like the lizard guy, like another guy, like a separate entity, like a schizophrenic? Because we kind of know that this serum that's being developed will be developed later, and a Green Goblin, obviously Norman Osborn will get it, and then he'll kind of go schizo too. So I wonder if that's what it is. I'm really not sure. Or if he's just delusional and sees Norman, or if he's seeing himself. You really don't know. Cool thing about Norman Osborn is Oscorp is in it. Fucking the building to Oscorp is beautiful. It looks 50 times more intimidating than Oscorp ever did. And the fact that Norman Osborn is mentioned in the movie but not shown, very cool. I'm glad they didn't just get somebody just to fill in the role and then later they switched the actors on us. Do you remember Batman? Do you remember Two-Face? When Two-Face was Billy D. Williams? Oh my god, what happened? Oh my god, it changed. I went from Billy D. to Tommy Lee. Made no sense. So, I'm glad they didn't do that. What else? The mismatch of like Uncle Ben dying was different. That was done differently. Not bad, man, mind you. I felt the emotion there, so I was like, yeah, okay, this is believable. The fact that he lands in a wrestling ring after the fact and looks at the mask and all that, it's kind of throwing it back to the whole wrestling thing, which is neat. You know what I mean? They done a spin on it. It's kind of like an ultimate thing. So, you know what? People are going to complain about the origin and say, that's not exactly like the comic book. You know what? It doesn't have to be exactly like the comic books. Because let's face it, the comic books were in the fucking 60s. It would almost make no sense to do it that way. And if you did do it even closer to what it was before, a la Spider-Man 1, I don't want to watch Spider-Man 1 all over again. I want to fucking watch something new. This is why I'm watching Amazing Spider-Man. I don't want to see Spider-Man 1. If I'm going to watch the origin happen the exact same way, why the fuck am I watching a new movie? Why don't I just go, pull up my Blu-ray of Spider-Man, put it in and watch it? It'd be just the same thing. So for those of you who are going to complain, oh, it didn't happen that way. Well, fuck, you know what? Go watch your Spider-Man 1 Blu-ray, because I don't want to fucking pay $16 at a fucking theater to see something that I have at home on Blu-ray. Unless it's Jaws. Then it would. So, that's my quirk on the whole origin thing. Or my rant, I should say. What else? The fact that Stacy was in it, the fact that he dies too, was, you know, was moving, and then in the end when he gives the line, you know what I mean, the best rules are the ones, best promises are the one you can't keep. You know, meaning that they're going to keep together and all that, because you kind of feel like, oh fuck, is this going to go in a way at the end when, kind of like in the original Spider-Man trilogy, when Spider-Man couldn't tell Harry what really happened, you know what I mean? And then you're thinking, oh fuck, it's going this way again. He's not going to be able to tell her what he said, and then she's going to think he's the asshole, blah, 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 and then you're like, oh fuck, good. She knows what he said because she knows her dad, and then he's like, fuck what he said. This woman's fucking hot. I want her now. Awesome. So, and I can't blame him. There's some words you would go back on, especially for fucking Emma Stone in that movie. She was hot. So, I'm going to end my review with that. Actually, I'm going to end my review with this. I'm looking forward to a sequel of this movie. And the fights with the lizard, too, those were great. CGI meshed really well. I think I could have done without the lizard mouse eating the other mouse. Not that shit kind of just, not that shit disturbs me, but I'm like, what the fuck was that? That's kind of the way I felt. And also the whole rescuing the kid in the car and then put on my mask and climb towards me. I'll save you. That scene doesn't fucking make sense. Should have just saved him. Shouldn't have had to do that. I don't know. That's just messed up. It's kind of like in Spider-Man 1 when Green Goblin's dressed like the woman with the kid in the fire and turns around and I was always like, what the fuck is that? Spider-Man needs to stay away from fire. The fire scenes are not good for him. That's all I'm saying. So, overall, there were some tweaks in the story. So mishmash, amazing mishmash of Ultimate put together with some new stuff. But we're watching a brand new movie because we don't want to watch the original again. Because you want something different. So for those reasons, and the fact that the movie was so energetic, and the fact I got to swing around the fucking city in 3D, and the fact that the actors were far superior than the actors in the original, don't even get me started on Kristen Dunst. She's hot, but she's not the best actress. For those reasons, good cast, good story, good dialogue. It's a good movie. That's it. I'm looking forward to a sequel. Now I'm looking forward to watching Batman: The Dark Knight Rises. And be sure that there will be a review of that movie as soon as it comes out, just like this one. So again, Spider-Man 2, Amazing Spider-Man, Spider-Man 3. That's it. So until next time, guys, take care. Later.